There's only one Warren Buffett, someone who has given a 31% return every year for 44 years. However, there are several value investors. Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. This is Pradeep and you're watching Vlog of Note. In this video, I'm going to talk about 3 lessons that you can learn from India's Warren Buffett, Mohnish Pabrai. Let's get started. So first of all, usual disclaimer here, I'm not a stock market expert. I'm just a person who has made a reasonable amount of money by investing in the stock market. If you have to do your own investments, please do your own market research. Now, who is Mohnish Pabrai? Basically, he's an investor and a value investor at that. He started his own company in the year 1991 with an investment of 100k USD. Of that, 70k was credit card debt, and then he sold his company in the year 2000 for 20 million United States dollars. Also, he has written numerous books and he has started a Pabrai Investment Funds, which he has modeled after the Buffett Partnership, meaning that he does not take a management fee, he only takes a performance fee. Speaking of funds, if you had invested in his fund in 1999, if you had put in 100k USD, today you would have north of 1.5 million United States dollars, meaning that's an annual return of 13%. If that doesn't seem like too much of return, then consider this. It's really hard to give an annual percentage of return, especially for a long period like 20 years. There are 3 things in my opinion that you can learn from an investor like Mohnish Pabrai. The first thing that you can learn from Mohnish Pabrai is basically to copy the best. He calls this reverse engineering. As an investor, the first thing that you need to admit is that you have to let go of your ego and admit that you don't know everything. There are several people who are great at what they do and you can do a lot worse than follow them completely. Today, it's really easy for you to go online and find the portfolio of someone like Bill Gates. You can find his portfolio and then invest in the companies that you have done your market research about and that you like and know and love. Now, it's important to only invest in some of the companies of great investors because they also can make mistakes. For example, Warren Buffett invested in a company called Dexter Shoes and then he lost out due to low-cost competition from China. So if you want to be a shameless copycat, these are Mohnish Pabrai's words, then you can go ahead and invest in someone else's portfolio and let them do the work for you. The second thing that you can learn from Mohnish Pabrai is basically to minimize risk. Now, there is a misconception that says that entrepreneurs take a lot of risk and that's why they get rewarded. As an entrepreneur, I can tell you that entrepreneurs do a lot to try and minimize risk because it's not important that you make a ton of money, it's important that you don't lose a ton of money. As an investor, you should do everything that you can. For example, use a checklist in order to make sure that after you invest in a company, it doesn't go down by 80%. Upside can usually take care of itself as long as the fundamentals of a company are good. For example, Peter Lynch says that there is a 100% correlation between the earnings of a company and the share price. If the earnings go up, then the share price also should go up. Therefore, as an investor, please have the grace not to lose all of your money. The third thing that you can learn from Mohnish Pabrai is to go for the big guns. Now, he is king of multi-baggers in that he invested in a company in 1995, he put $10,000 and by 1999, he had made 140x. For example, he has invested in a company called Rain Industries in 2015 at their share price of rupees 34 and by today's standards, their share price is over 230. Not bad for a 7-year investment. He has also tripled his investments in a company that you might have heard of. It's called Micron Technologies before the pandemic in 2019 itself, and in 2020 their share price basically shot through the roof. If you want to invest like Mohnish Pabrai, look for a company whose market cap to sales ratio is less than 1 and who has consistently grown both their sales and earnings for the past 3 years. Mohnish Pabrai talks about growth pies and discount pies. Growth pies are companies that have a lot of growth in front of them. Discount pies are companies that are large cap companies which are currently trading at a discount for whatever reason. For example, Russia might be invading Ukraine. Anyway, what percentage of your portfolio is invested into growth pies and discount pies really depends on you as an investor. If you are a young investor, I would suggest a larger percentage of your portfolio in growth pies, and if you are an older investor, I would suggest sticking to discount pies. Now, there are tons of value investors in the world today, but Mohnish Pabrai is someone that really stands out as someone who follows the Buffett principles to a T. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. As always, please go over to YouTube, subscribe to the Vlog of Note channel, ring that notification bell so that you never miss a video, and I will see you guys in the next episode.